So guys, if I'm making this video, that means my Patreon is now up and running and Vacant is ready to play. So I just want to make this video for you guys in order to just kind of explain what the Patreon is for, what the rewards are for the Patreon, and what I plan on to do with it. The Patreon is going to be for Vacant the game and for more games in the future. I hope to make more games like Vacant, or maybe Vacant a sequel to Vacant. We'll see. I would also like to put together my company called Alternate Games. It will feature, or our goal is to feature and represent people of color, women, people with disabilities, people of the LGBT community, that sort of thing. Just try to add representation and maybe open some doors for some people who may want to get into the industry. We do have people of those groups in the game that I'm working on now, and we hope to include them more in games in the future. As for the rewards for the Patreon, it's going to work similar to Jim Sterling, if you've heard of Jim Sterling. If not, basically it's like you donate however much money you want to donate, and then you'll be able to, that would be like a subscription for like a news feed. A news feed will be Patreon. And so you'll donate $1 and you'll get updates on games that I'm making, games that I plan on making, and so forth. There'll also be a bunch of behind the scenes footage and a bunch of behind the scenes images of projects that I'm working on that are coming up. Aside from that, we're making this Patreon because Vacant as of right now is free, and I plan on keeping it to be free. I might charge for it at some point, but for now it's free, and a lot of the tutorials that I'm creating on my QBrush, or if not free, they're very, very, very cheap. So this Patreon is just to kind of keep me living, keep me creating, while a lot of the stuff is getting ready to be published. So your help will be helping a lot with that. Another thing I do want to talk about, because I feel like it's important. I know people don't really talking about this kind of stuff, but it did affect my last Patreon, so I feel like mentioning it again. Is that last time I stopped my Patreon because I do have depression. I have a pretty severe depression, and so I had to stop it because I wasn't able to really keep up with the updates. I'm letting you guys know now that my depression has been a lot better. It's been a lot more easier to keep up with, so I should be able to keep up with this Patreon fine. But as of right now, I'm going to keep the rewards doable, just because I don't know when the depression is going to kick back in or what have you. But I feel like giving you this warning anyway. It shouldn't be a problem, but if it is, I'll leave an update saying that I'm not feeling well or something like that, and so updates might be a little bit slower during that time, but otherwise it should be fine. I'm not too terribly worried about it. But thank you guys so much for your support. I really hope that you guys support this Patreon and support Vacant and maybe other games like Vacant in the future. Thank you so much again. I'll see you guys later.